popping some veggies in the oven to roast to make some soup for this week. Oh, hello by the way, it's Monday the 17th of December, unbelievably. Anyway, this is a tray of tomatoes, fennel, onion, garlic, fennel seeds, salt and pepper and some olive oil. And I'm just going to pop it in the oven to roast, and then I'll be adding some greens and whizzing it up for lunches this week. might do that with you. I thought it might be quite fun. Good morning. Excuse me, it's the first time I've spoken today. Today is Tuesday the 18th of December. I can't believe it. I'm sorry, I'm quite shaky. This is me being really still, and it's still a bit shaky. So I do apologise for that, but it's just the way it is, I'm afraid. Okay, so today, my plan for today rather, is to go downstairs, have some breakfast, go swap hands, have some breakfast, and take Mabel for a walk, and then I'm going to the hairdresser's to have some of these awful greys coloured in. I actually woke up today feeling quite well. Amazing. I think the iron is finally kicking in. I say finally, he did say 3 weeks and it's only been 10 days, maybe 10 days. But the last 2 days I have really worked through my to-do list, and I've got loads done, and I would not have been able to do that before. And today it was the first day for probably years that I woke up, the alarm went off, and I thought, oh, I just get up rather than keep pressing snooze. So that's a really good sign. I normally feel absolutely ghastly in the morning and just cannot wake my body up or my brain. But I did this morning, so I think, God, I keep swapping hands. It's all good. I'm feeling good. I have more jobs to do today, and I'm okay about it. It's going to be a good day today. Anyway, I'm going to have my breakfast. I got overnight oats today. Take Boo for a walk, and then I'm going to have a chat with you. See you later. Bye. Mabel and I have just had a walk. It was a quick walk today because I really wanted to record this little bit of footage. As I said earlier, I woke up feeling, I think I felt like what a normal person would feel like. Basically, I didn't feel like an extra in Michael Jackson's Thriller video. I felt tired, but looking forward to the day. And I haven't felt that in a really long time. So that has made me very happy. Yesterday, I finally got around to making our Christmas pudding. Probably about a year late, because they should be kept for quite a long time. You can see light on my face, it's from the Christmas tree. They should be kept a long time for them to do their thing. I don't know what they do, but they're better kept. But anyway, we now have a gluten-free Christmas pudding, and the recipe was from a River Cottage cookbook. It's a gluten-free one. I think I showed it anyway, and that was suggested to me by my lovely guru Leanne. So yeah, I'm excited about that. So that's done. I've just got to put some new wrappings on it. Today I'm going to be making, after the hairdressers, now this is tricky because I've got my coffee. Right, I'm going to try and do a balancing act. May not end well. I'm going to make these, which are called fully loaded skins, and they're basically, if you can see, basically like half jacket potatoes stuffed with cheese and bacon and things. So I'm going to make those. I tend to make them nearly every year actually for Christmas because they're really good. I make a big batch and I freeze them, and then they're really great for Christmas tea or lunches or anything really. They're just a really good standby, and they're absolutely delicious as well. So that's on the agenda for today. I do have another baking thing to do, but I'm not sure if I'm going to get that done today, and that's some deliciously Ella granola for my mum. She absolutely loves it, so yeah, I need to make some of that. I love it too, it's delicious. Okay, so I think I can show you some things. Let me have a sip of my coffee. I don't know about you, but I cannot believe it's the 18th. it's just, it feels impossible almost that we've come this far in December. The last 2 days I have whooped my to-do list. So that's been such a nice feeling, just to have a tiny bit more energy to get some jobs done. I haven't felt like this for so long. I think it's a combination of the iron, the vitamin D, and all the things I've been doing with Leanne. I think they're paying off. I really, really hope so. So I hope your to-do lists are playing ball with you and are not being naughty. They never seem to get shorter, do they? They just tend to get longer every day. You'll tick maybe 3 things off and add 5. It's just random. It's just weird. Something happens this time of year. Oh, my baby girl. You're so beautiful, aren't you? This doggy is lovely. I'm actually trying to finish my coffee so I can put my cup on the floor. And then Mabel will get her tongue in there and lick all the froth out. Yum. There she goes. Right, let's get myself a bit more comfy. So, oh, that's better. That's a bit better. I feel a bit more comfy now. Right, so yesterday I had another go at the beeswax wraps. I made them a few days ago. It was either in the last Vlogmas episode or the one before that, and I used beeswax and pine resin. Personally, I didn't like them because I didn't like the smell of the pine resin, and also the pine resin wasn't organic. And I felt because the beeswax was organic, it seemed a real shame to put something on there that wasn't organic. So yesterday I had another go, and you'll see this, you'd have already just seen it, I think. And I used organic beeswax, just like before. Beeswax kind of, not pellets, I guess they are pellets actually. And I also used, sorry boo boo, I also used organic jojoba oil, and they came out beautifully. They're really kind of thick and waxy, and they just smell of beeswax, and they don't smell of pine resin, which I think if you're wrapping food, you don't really want to taint your food. So, hello my sweets. Oh, if you love me, baby. I love you, baby. You're just pretty, aren't you? You're just pretty. So I'm thrilled with these, and I made 3, and these are going to be a gift for my my rack attendant and my lovely friend, because she was talking about buying some. So I made her some, and I made this one for her little girl with the owls on. The beeswax I used was the yellow, the natural coloured beeswax. So it does make the fabric go a little bit yellow, but this one had a yellow base anyway. This one it hasn't affected. And this one I think looks really pretty. I've got little bees on there. So I'm really, really pleased with these, and I think I'll be making some more now I've perfected my process and the ingredients, maybe. Also, I've had lots and lots of you ask about what products I use and where I get them from. So I have made a little blog post with for all the things I've made during Vlogmas. I don't think I've forgotten anything. I've put like a little list. So I put like beeswax wraps, and then underneath I'll have where I got the beeswax, where I got the jojoba oil, and things like that. So so I put that on my blog with links. And so if you go over there, there's also, I'm going to show you something else in a second. So I've added a tutorial that I've used, and so hopefully it will make it easier if any of you would like to do the same. So that's the beeswax wraps, which I'm really, really pleased about. Brian and I, we also made some candles. I love these candles. Oh, the jingle bell on this one, a rose gold jingle bell. The reason I love them is they have wooden wicks. And I think wooden wicks just look so lovely. I just love the look of them. And they are clove and mandarin, because that's the Christmassy oils I had in and I didn't want to buy any more. And soy wax. And once I had some issues getting, because I made an extra one for me. These are gifts, or this is a gift. In the beginning with mine, I had a little bit of trouble lighting the wick. But I'd read some things online to say to soak your wooden wicks in olive oil before you put them into your candle. So I did that, and also to double up the wicks because they're very, very thin veneer. And I was reading some reviews and some people said they didn't work very well because the wicks burnt too quickly. And somebody suggested using 2 wicks, so I thought that's really a good tip, so I'll use that tip. So I soaked my wicks in olive oil and I doubled them up, so there's 2 little wicks there. No, you can't really see, but there's 2 little thin pieces of wood. Hello. And the reason I couldn't get mine to, what are you saying? Do you want covering up in the blanket? Oh, that's snuggy. There you go. She's so cute. I don't even know what I'm saying. Honestly, she's my biggest distraction. She's very cute. The reason mine wouldn't light very well is because my wick was too long. You actually need them really quite short. But once they're going, they're absolutely gorgeous and they crackle a bit like firewood. I love them. I'm so, so, so pleased with these. So there's also a link on that particular blog post. I think I called it something like Vlogmas making supplies or something. So there's also a link to all the bits I use from here. The glass jars are from IKEA, and the wax and the wicks were from Amazon. And I'm actually an Amazon associate now. So this means if you click on my link, I get about 1 penny commission. So if you don't mind me having a penny or 2 commission, that would be really, really wonderful of you. So, but don't feel obliged to use my link. It's just there to show you what I used. So there we go, it's little candles. We made 7 in total, so I've got some lovely gifts. They smell lovely. So it's Advent opening time now. So we're going to start with Jen and Amy from Dandelion and Dogwood. 18, unbelievable, isn't it? Beautiful grey. This would be so lovely actually for heels and toes. And it's called, oh, it's got a stitch mark too. A Saint of a Woman. Really pretty. So that's from Amy and Jen. This is from Sweet Julie from Sweet Sparrow Yarns. Oh, pretty. Isn't that beautiful? It's kind of seaside-y almost. Maybe seaside in the winter. This is from lovely Shauna. I'm still not getting over the fact that it's the 18th. Oh, there's something yummy in here. This is called Holly. Oh, that's beautiful, isn't it? And I've also got a yummy sweetie. Oh, it looks so nice. And, oh gosh, I've still got another one. From the lovely, lovely Kelly of Lace Family Yarns. Oh, it's beautiful. It's kind of a grey, bluey, lilac-y colour. Beautiful. So, how lovely. I've got such an amazing collection of minis, I've realised. That was the other thing. I woke up this morning with these new sock ideas buzzing around in my head. And I've not even felt like knitting lately. I'll show you that in a minute. These are today's. Oh, beautiful. Okay, I'm going to show you my knitting next since I mentioned it. Just having a tidy up. Okay, so knitting wise, the last week or so, maybe even longer, I have knit a tiny bit, but hardly anything. And when I have knit, I have not wanted to. In the evenings, that's generally when I knit at the moment. In the evenings, I've just been so exhausted. And I think that's probably why I've not fancied knitting. But I have started Bryony's hat. I can't see that this is going to be done in time for Christmas though. But you never know, do you? It looks very tiny, but I hope it's because it's on a small circular. So I've just started the rib. The colour's gorgeous though, isn't it? It's called Skinny Dip by Hedgehog Fibres. So that is the, what is it? Carufe hat. I am probably saying that completely wrong. So I have a lot of knitting to do. I have also decided, I think, that I want to knit the dandelion cardigan by Long Avec Anna. I need to get back on the cardigan wagon. I think I'm a bit scarred by Floozy, but Floozy has left me now and she's going to a home that's going to love her. So that's my knitting. There's not much to show at all, but I'm going to take it to the hairdressers with me in a little while. So yes, not much knitting at all. But yesterday I had the most amazing surprise package delivered. Let me show you what I received. So I opened this box and look what was in there. A bee bauble. Oh my goodness. A bauble bee. Oh, how adorable is that? And how thoughtful, and I'm so touched. I really, really am. It's just adorable, and I'm going to be putting her on my tree in a second. She's so sweet and her little face is perfect. I absolutely love her. And she was sent to me by my really, really lovely special friend Susan. And we've been chatting away on Instagram quite a while now, and she's just such a gorgeous lady. I think she's Bits and Bobbles or Bits and Bobble. She's also got a Bits and Bobble shop, but I'm going to write the names on the screen so that you know, because she's really worth looking at, because not only is she the most sweetest, that was really bad English, not only is she the sweetest person, she makes the cutest things, and she uses lots of Kate Celine yarn. And in December she's been publishing free patterns on Instagram. Oh, so adorable. Not only did she send me that, she also sent me this bookmark. And this is actually really timely because I've not been reading of late. I've just not felt like it. I sound so miserable, don't I? I'm not. But I've just been too tired. But now this has reminded me, and it's so, so pretty. It's reminded me to get my reading back. Get my reading back on. Not only that, she sent me this. Let me show you that close up. This piece of artwork is a tape measure. Oh, I can't tell you, I have no words. It is the cutest tape measure ever. I mean, just look at it. Isn't that so beautiful? I've had a couple of questions that, well, repeated questions that I thought I'd answer on here. And one of them is, what is it like eating meat after being a vegetarian? I was vegetarian, don't know if it was 2 or 3 years, so it wasn't terribly long. And I went vegetarian because I thought the meat was upsetting my tummy. Turns out it was other things. But I really, really loved being a vegetarian because I love vegetarian food. It's so tasty. Eating meat. I was advised to start eating meat again by Leanne, who is my naturopath at the moment, and she is Cottage Tales on Instagram. Because she felt like I was missing out with my diet, and that was part of the reason why I've not been feeling great, and is possibly why my iron was so low. I think it wasn't the only reason why my iron was low, but it may have contributed to that. So eating meat again, I have to say I don't love meat. I really, really dislike chicken. But I do eat it probably 3 times a week, maybe 2. But I only eat organic meat because all the hormones and extra stuff they pump into it scares me. I would, if it was left to me to choose, I would probably always choose some kind of vegetarian meal because I like the feeling in my tummy when I've eaten vegetarian food. When I've eaten meat, it does feel a bit heavy. But I do like meat. I don't like a lot of it though. And I do find meat gets stuck in your teeth where vegetables don't. Celery does, but I don't really like celery. So yeah, it's okay eating meat. I wouldn't want to do it every day. And I wouldn't have it for lunch. I'd only have it for my main meal, my tea. So yeah, it's okay actually. And if it's doing me good, then I'm great with that. The other question I get asked a lot is how do I keep my home so tidy? Well, there's a slight secret to that, and the secret is I only show you the tidy bits. Actually, my house is fairly tidy because if it isn't, it plays with my mind. I just cannot relax if my home is in a muddle. My home is in a muddle, my head is in a muddle. But I like to tidy up mostly as I go along. Pete's very good as well. I haven't been able to hoover because of my back for quite a while. And also bathroom cleaning, especially the bath and the shower, is really tricky for my back. So he's been doing that too. So he's really good. But I just tidy up as I go along. Like if I cook dinner, tea. If I cook tea, I will tidy up between, like if I put something on to cook and I've got 10 minutes before I need to saute something, I'll have a quick clear up. I might start the washing up. I always make sure we have a clear table for dinner, tea. My goodness. Why do I call it dinner when I call it tea, really? That is weird, isn't it? So I always like to have a clean table so we can eat from. We always eat from the table. I just like clutter-free surfaces because they're so much easier to clean. Bryony did laugh on, I don't know what day it was, it must have been Sunday, she came over again, and I said, I'm just going to do a little bit of filming. I can't even remember what I was filming, but I literally got my arm and went, whoop, and swept all the bits and bobs to one side, and she laughed. She said, oh, that's how you keep your house tidy, is it, Mum? Meg's getting excited here because I'm stroking her nose. So yeah, I like to put things away before I go to bed. I like to keep on top of the laundry because that's another thing that plays with my head. But other than that, there's no secret to it. It's just do a little bit every day. Yeah, I just do it for my sanity really, for no other reason at all. So the last thing I'd like to mention is that my shop is still open and it's going to stay open all over Christmas, but my last posting day until after Christmas is this Thursday. I have no idea what that date is. What's today? Tuesday. Must be the 20th, I think. So my last posting day is Thursday the 20th. So any orders placed up to lunchtime on Thursday will post before Christmas. Any orders placed after lunchtime on Thursday will be posted after Christmas. Hope that makes sense. Anyway, I better go now. I need to go and get myself ready for the hairdressers. I'm having my greys covered up. Oh gosh, I don't know if I should show you. Look at those greys. I feel about 10 years younger when I have my hair dyed. It's one thing that's very unhealthy, but I can't not do it. And that's also for my mental health. If my hair is grey, I literally feel horrid. I'm going to have to go grey gracefully one day. And I think I will. I just feel a bit too young just yet. Some people really suit grey hair, don't they? I hope I'm one of those people, but I'm not sure if I will be. Anyway, that's me for today. I'll do some more filming later on. I've also got to start making a secret present, so won't be any filming then. Anyway, see you later. Bye.